In today's news, CXC investigating leaked exam. Loose MONGOOSE showcases its newest flavors. KICKIN It, celebrates its 7th anniversary, and the 13th annual Summer SIZZLE BVI is here. A celebration of fashion, music, art, and culture, as well as much more. Local news. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
When you're in need of air conditioning, installation, repairs, or replacement services, Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration has the professional technicians, equipment, parts, and ACs to get the job done right. Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration carries top brands like KICKIN, Aircon, Mitsubishi, and more. We're open Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Located in Fish Bay. Telephone 340-4114 or 343-9511. Markinson Air Conditioning and Refrigeration, providing exceptional services to the British Virgin Islands since 2015.
Hello everyone, it is Friday, May 19th, 2023. Welcome to this edition of 284 News. I'm Ron Grant, bringing you the latest out of Tortola in the Virgin Islands. Thank you so much for joining us, and a happy Friday is wished to each and every one of you. Beginning our newscast on the local scene, a total of 8 young women have been introduced to the blue economy following the HLSCC Community College's Center for Applied Marine Studies' first of its kind 3-day blue economy workshop. Vice President of Academic Affairs at HLSCC, Dr. Arlene Smith-Thompson, explained that the workshop was part of the LEAP, a pilot program funded by Zonta Club of Tortola aimed at promoting marine-related STEAM activities for high school girls. The Vice President further noted that increasing support for K-12 schools is a part of the college's 2022-2025 Strategic Implementation Plan, and the partnership with Zonta Club helps HLSCC to build relationships that benefit both the institution and the local community. Director of Marine and Maritime Studies at HLSCC, Ms. Suzanne Zalowski, said, and I quote, "There is a growing awareness about the importance of the blue economy in the BVI, and we are excited about helping to build future leaders who can be both conservation and career-minded in the way they view the BVI's ocean resources." She further explained that the introductory workshop modules included a blend of environmental education and maritime skills, topics such as an introduction to the BVI blue economy, mangrove ecology, and coastal restoration, VHF SRC radio communication, and basic chart reading and navigation. HLSCC Marine and Maritime Studies instructor Ms. Jen Neal said, "It is important or great to see young women considering future careers in the marine and maritime industries, and for HLSCC to be able to provide the introductory training courses for them. As a result of the program, these women were able to achieve a VHF SRC radio certification from the college." Ms. Neal, who taught the VHF SRC radio and basic chart reading and navigation modules for the pilot program, further commented that there are more and more women working in the marine industry in a variety of roles, both shoreside and on the water. Jillian Jeffers, who works part-time for HLSCC as the CAM's Mangrove Nursery manager, remarked that it was inspiring to see young women eager to learn more about the field of marine science. She further commented that she was grateful that the LEAP program gave females, including herself, the opportunity to develop new skills. Jeffers, who taught the mangrove ecosystems and coastal resilience module, also completed the VHF SRC radio training alongside the program's young participants. She said, and I quote, "Although LEAP targeted high school students, we wanted to reinforce lifelong learning as an approach to professionals and personal growth for women." A total of 8 young women participated in the LEAP program. This included 7 high school students from 4 high schools representing 3 islands. 1 college-age young woman participated as a mentor teaching assistant. For more information on the Center for Applied Marine Studies, you, the public, and the LEAP program into the blue economy specifically, you can contact Suzanne Golofsky at telephone number 541-3055 or email szalewski@hlscc.edu.vg. Students and educators across the region are awaiting the final analysis with bated breath the outcome of the Caribbean Examination Council's investigation into the reported leak of its May 2023 mathematics exam. Our Jaka Wooding explored what has unfolded across the region in that regard.
The Caribbean Examinations Council is investigating the unauthorized release of its Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate Mathematics Paper 2 after students across CARICOM sat the exam on Wednesday. One confirmed report of students having access to the exam prior to its scheduled sitting on Wednesday morning has come out of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, where students were reported to be circulating images of the exam in a group chat the night before the exam. In a brief statement addressing the incident, CXC indicated that it had been made aware of concerns that the exam had been leaked and commenced investigations into the matter. CXC has also indicated that a definitive statement on the matter will be released once the investigation is completed. As internal discussions continue, the examining body has urged candidates to, quote, rest assured that the matter is being treated with the highest urgency. However, that has done little to ease the minds of students amid rumors that the leak of the exam could lead to more stringent grading measures. In Jamaica, National Secondary Students Council President Donnell Jordan Bailey has called on CXC officials to be swift with updating students on what steps they intend to take to ensure that fairness is acted on in grading. Speaking with local media outlet The Jamaica Observer, Bailey stressed that the leak of CXC documents is not a new occurrence and emphasizes that the examining body needs to modernize its approach by considering digitizing the process. She said, quote, I feel as if there is a lot more security needed in that regard. It's very old that we have to be signing documents to ensure that the bag of papers is sealed, people still having to bear witness. The bag can easily be resealed. It doesn't take that much technology to reseal a bag, end quote. She argued that the key issue as it stands is students' concerns surrounding how the grading process will be affected by the leak. She explained that with allegations of it being leaked, it makes the curve harder for students to get a grade 1. It also puts fear in students that since they've already gotten access to the exams, they can go over it and check their answers. She said it's a sad thing to know that this happens every year, and despite it being a yearly occurrence, nothing has changed. Reports have surfaced in online regional media pointing to Guyana as the source of the original leak. Guyanese authorities have clapped back at the allegations, stating that there is no evidence to support that claim. Guyana's education minister has stated on record that Guyana supports CXC in this investigation. However, a preliminary probe conducted internally found nothing to suggest that the leak came from Guyana. She stressed that Guyana's government has made the necessary investments to ensure that such documents remain safe and that a leak is improbable. While discussions on the matter continue, some have alleged that a possible resitting of the examination could be called, an outcome that, for the most part, has been dismissed as unlikely. For 284 News, I am Jaka Wooding.
Of course, we'll continue to keep you posted as to what is happening across the region in that regard. Up next, we have more local news. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Looks like Johnny's ex-girlfriend finally found my car.
You've got CG. You're fine. I'll never forget the year those monkeys stole my car. They drove it over a cliff, burned the seats, and carved the words pineapple banana smoothie into all the doors. And that was after they used it for the bank heist. I don't blame them. It's their favorite smoothie, and I refuse to share the recipe.
No deductible for theft, malicious damage, and more. CG Insurance. Good like that.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got here. My name is Kamal Haynes. Most of you know me from 284 News, but now you get to see me in a different light on my very own show called Health is Wealth. We have Joel Turnbull.
I don't want you to arch your back when you're pulling down.
Milton McLean.
First of all, right, your footwork.
Stephen Payne.
That was a 9 out of 10. I know you got the service down pat.
Steve Augustine.
You did a pretty hard workout today, so perhaps...
And as you can see, it's actually
you're
impacting
feeling
me.
it.
Lonzo Boynes,
Taekwondo.
Adam Morrows,
I'll speak as if you're an absolute beginner.
I am an absolute beginner.
You are an absolute beginner.
and Seth Graham.
It bites. It will bite.
Get your water, get your fruits and veggies, and experience a wealth of knowledge about getting healthy.
There goes my new car. Guess I'm back on my bike.
Your bike? CG offers new car replacement. Remember my monster truck days? Well, one night I attempted a 50-foot pogo double backflip. I landed it and went to karaoke. It wasn't until afterward that my car got hit by that fisherman. He gave me some great mahi-mahi though. Anyway, they paid fast and got me in a new car. Now call a cab. I want you to meet my alpaca guy.
New car replacement for the first year of ownership. CG Insurance. Good like that.
Welcome back, everyone. Continuing on the local scene, last Wednesday, Loose Mongoose had the opportunity to showcase some of the newest flavors to its establishment with an intimate wine and tapas pairing amongst a few friends and patrons. Their newest chefs in the kitchen, Chef Imran Ashton and Gerardo Valencio, did a fantastic job, patrons said, of fusing their Caribbean and Mexican cooking styles to bring guests some of the tastiest flavors. Guests had a chance to honestly critique the dishes and present their feedback on their overall experience and hope for the establishment. The evening was deemed a success, especially after the rave reviews left online by attendees. The tasting was the first of many with a promise to make them even better. Loose Mongoose has reimagined itself after its devastation of the hurricanes of 2017. Loose Mongoose was intentionally redesigned and rebuilt to become an environment where guests feel at home in its off-the-beaten-path location. They pride themselves on their ambiance and seclusion while offering comforting and fulfilling meals. They have recommitted themselves to excellent service and aim to become the #1 dining choice within the East End area. Whether, they said, you're looking for a family-friendly environment, romantic setting, or space for daytime fun, Loose Mongoose is fitted and staffed to service your every need. They also said, we are tirelessly working on improving our services and are pushing to serve delicious meals that satisfy our customers. And with our skilled kitchen team, I am confident our guests will like what they taste. We are more ecstatic to make Loose Mongoose one of the country's best BVI branded experiences, said Shakita Shinri, General Manager at Loose Mongoose. Now that members of the House of Assembly have been sworn in, what can we expect for their first debate? While we won't know for certain until the order paper for that session is made public, we can speculate based on recent statements made by Premier Dr. the Honorable Natayo D. Wheatley that the Retiring Allowances Act, commonly termed the Greedy Bill, will be part of that first debate. Earlier this week, during a press engagement, Wheatley said it was his goal to have the necessary amendments made to that bill during the first debate of the 5th House of Assembly.
It is my goal to, by the time we have our second sit-in, the sit-in after where we're sworn in, and that we're able to bring amendments to the retirement legislative allowances. I get it confused with it. Retirement Allowances Act that will repeal the offending sections of that bill.
Criticized during the election process and came to be used as a point of focus in various campaigns, as the candidates who aided in passing it through the House of Assembly and those due to benefit from it came under scrutiny and much fire. Wheatley had promised to address the challenges to the bills swiftly if re-elected, inclusive of forfeiting the benefits he would have been entitled to based on the section of the bill which he challenged. Now, on the heels of the victory of the April 24th general elections, Wheatley said that his position on the bill remains the same.
The years of full salary based on your tenure of service, that we should eliminate those. And persons should be able to get an allowance based on they should be able to get a pension based on a decent salary, which of course I believe a third party should be able to determine. So that remains my view, and of course I will certainly bring it to Cabinet and also we'll bring it to the House of Assembly, and I'm sure that the other members of the House of Assembly will also have their say.
We, of course, await the intended amendments be made public, and will continue to bring you the information in regard to that matter. The Virgin Islands-based social media channel KICKIN is this year celebrating its 7th anniversary in the British Virgin Islands. Recently, Kyra James Douglas sat down with myself to discuss the journey as well as the list of activities to celebrate her 7th anniversary.
Yes, as I go into this new chapter, all I could think about is how much potential a platform like this has to positively contribute, right, to the trajectory of the territory. When I started off, we was in college, all kind of like finding our way, and now we having serious conversations about healing trauma, how to save our stories, how we could actively be a part of our community. And so the future is now really speaks to the children that we once said were the future. Adults now, right? How do we now tap into their power? How do we tap into the tools around us to empower them to be the change that we all want to see?
James also spoke about the theme, The Future is Now, and explained its significance.
So on one half, it's like the future is now, like things that we thought we would never be able to see, like the advancements in technology through VR and AI and all these different things they have, right? And the scary thing is, well, the exciting thing I should say is, this is the weakest it'll ever be.
Wow.
This is the worst. It is only gonna get better and better from here. And so the future is here. It's not like, oh, maybe a couple years from now, these things will be able to do these things. They're doing it right now.
Understood.
And then, like I said earlier, I think on the other side is like when I was in primary school, people would tell us things like, you know, you are the future, the children are the future. And we hear now.
The future is now.
The future is now.
She also took the time to explain the number of activities will take place leading up to the 7th anniversary celebrations, which begin this Saturday. Now, of course, Kickin' It is celebrating a whole list of events. Of course, May 20th is the Virtual Reality Lounge at Forge BVI. Then on May 24th, the Mind Mixer featuring ChatGPT at Manhattan Sports Lounge. May 26th, the Little Mermaid Watch Party at UP's Cineplex. And on May 28th, Around Town Augmented Reality Scavenger Hunt, of course, at Queen Elizabeth Park. A fun-filled, packed week of events celebrating Kickin' It 7 years anniversary. Of course, some of the community partners are CCT, Forge, Manhattan Sports Bar, UP's Virgin Islands Made, the Scavenger Hunt, MC Water Sports, Marlowe's, we have Pressed Lemonade, and Kelly's Land and Sea Tours. In speaking on artificial intelligence and the Chart GPT, Kyra shared exactly how this will continue to affect us.
As you know, we live in an age where everything is a Google search away. And AI has taken that to another level. Instead of searching in Google, you know, where is the British Virgin Islands, and having to search through, you know, multiple, like, it's now answering you in a very conversation-like manner. It's kind of creepy. Anything you want to know.
It's quite intriguing, actually.
It's quite intriguing, and so there's no surprise that the company is seeing exponential growth, that over 1 million users downloaded the app in 5 days. And like I said, this is just the beginning.
Wonderful. Now, ChatGPT, I want to talk about that because I'm learning something today. Tell us what that is and its significance.
Right, so it's like a chatbot powered by generative AI.
Okay.
And so like I said, it's like you could go in, you could type a message, and so it makes me wonder, when people put in things about us, what do they find, right? Because the AI is now scouring the internet and it's reading articles and it's looking at web pages to answer these questions. And one of the things I'm really passionate about is really taking these important stories of our history, our culture, our heritage, and making sure that they're accessible online. Because without that, as scary as it sounds, we could be possibly looking at a war where nobody knows the answers to those questions. We shouldn't have to call our granny, sister, best friend to find out how something was, back then, or the answer to something. When we live in a war where answers should be like a chat away.
For the full interview with Kyra James Douglas, you can visit all 284 media platforms. Viewers, when we return, we have more local news. We'll be right back.
Yo, everything good, Dad?
Aye. This thing got me one way, Daddy.
What do you mean?
Ever since I hook up with this thing, I can't eat, I can't sleep. This is the first thing I touch when I reach home.
What you really? Hey, this ain't like you,
Dad, this thing got me staying home, keeping out of trouble me.
Wow. What your name is?
Shit. I talking about my CCT life.
Don't worry about missing your favorite series, sports, news, and local programming. Come to CCT today and sign up for CCT Live to access over 80 channels. CCT Live. Bring it home.
1 month free trial turn into 5. 5 months turn into, well, I huff. I watching ball. I been watching football. Dad, Nickelodeon, Paw Patrol. I am hooked. Hook, I tell you.
Father Jesus, that line here long like church service.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of the day. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes, son.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Over there. You must have cut fun topic.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you?
Yes.
You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
3 nurses have been recognized for their excellence of service given towards the advancement of healthcare within the Virgin Islands. Chief of Nursing Officer Ms. Jacinth Hannibal said that Ms. Marla Alvarez and Pam Edwards received the Excellence in Nursing Award, while Mrs. Rosa Rivera Seaman received the Award for Nurse of Distinction as part of the International Nurses Day activities. Ms. Hannibal said that the Excellence in Nursing Award was given to nurses who went above and beyond the call of duty. She said they demonstrated excellence in professionalism, competence, personal character, loyalty to the community, effective and efficient work habits, and possesses a drive to continue educational advancement. Ms. Alvarez and Ms. Edwards, she said, are both great examples of the caliber of nurses that we need in the territory to continue to make significant strides within our healthcare system. She continued by saying, we encourage all nurses to always seek to present their best selves and do their part to advance healthcare in the territory. Registered nurse and the Infection Prevention and Control Manager at the BVI Health Services Authority, Mrs. Rosa Rivera Seaman, was honored with distinction for her consistent professionalism, self-development, innovative and progressive ideas in nursing, and role model. The Chief Nursing Officer, while awarding Ms. Seaman, said she is a deserving nurse because of her consistent commitment and dedication to excellence in the nursing profession and to the advancement of the profession within the Virgin Islands. Chief of Nursing said her work was especially evident through the pandemic when preventing infection was paramount. She is an executive member of the Nurses Association and a committed mentor and teacher. The award ceremony took place during a cocktail reception held in honor of nurses as part of the International Nurses Day activities. Minister for Health and Social Development, the Honorable Vincent O. Wheatley, was in attendance to the event and extended appreciation to the hard-working nurses who continue to work and be a part of the territory's front-line defenders. Minister Wheatley said the territory's quest of achieving a healthier Virgin Islands cannot become a reality without nurses and encourage the healthcare professionals to strive for excellence and maintain high levels of professionalism tempered with love and compassion. Remarks were also shared by Chairperson of the Regional Nursing Body of CARICOM, Dr. Margaret Smith, Chief Nursing Officer at St. Kitts and Nevis, Dr. Rondalyn Dennis Bradshaw, Chairperson of the Virgin Islands Nurses and Midwives Council, Ms. Roberta Ephraim, and President of the BVI Nurses Association, Ms. Gail Scotland. This year's theme for International Nurses Day and the rest of the year is Our Nurses, Our Future. It serves to highlight the importance of nurses and their role to fulfill in healthcare and the strategic importance of ensuring that there are sufficient nurses to achieve health for all. Viewers, that is it for today's News Roundup. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Do have a happy Friday, and be sure to stick to our platforms at tweet4media.com as well as tweet4BVI on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Ron Grant. I'll see you on Monday. Have a beautiful rest of the day. Bye-bye.